Dear Diary, Wednesday. Barely Wednesday. There's 12 minutes left to Wednesday. I'm watching a webcam feed, a traffic cam feed, actually, in at Abbey Road in England because a very, very good friend of mine is supposed to be walking across that street here in a few minutes. My friend Fox and War and several others, including Alec, my friend. So I've got several friends who are, who are all there that are supposed to be recording at Abbey Road today, and they're going to do the walk across Abbey Road. So I'm watching the traffic cam. It's it's not quite Big Brother kind of, I'm watching you kind of thing, because he told me to watch the camera. So it's, eh. So let's see. I have figured out, it's the one thing I didn't write down in my notes. I have figured out what my recording schedule is going to be for Dear Dairy. Finally, I've only been doing this for 5 months, and I have finally figured this out. Okay, what I'm going to do from now on, since Monday and Tuesday are themed days, and they don't really involve any sort of, here's how my day went kind of thing. So it doesn't involve any current event sort of stuff for the day. I'm going to record on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And on Sunday, I'm going to record Sunday's Dear Dairy, Motivational Monday, and TMI Tuesday, because those two don't have to involve any current events kind of thing. That way I can have Monday and Tuesday to just record whatever I need to record. I'll have 2 days of solid, not having to worry about, what am I going to do for Motivational Monday? I'll figure all that out on Sunday and do all that. So those will be I won't say that they're going to be my 2 days off, but they'll be my 2 days off from doing Dear Dairy. And then I'll do stuff with, those will be the 2 days that I'm exclusively focused on other things. So there's that. What other stuff do I have? There's a college near here called De Anza Community College, and they have a voiceover class on the 8th, the 8th of February. Sorry, the reason that was funny to me is the next point. Anyway, I signed up for the voiceover class on the 8th. The reason that this is funny to me is because Starship Sofa, the British website that I was doing the narration for, wow, what is going on down here? That I was doing the narration for. The narration has finally gone live. It's on the website. I'll include a link below so that you can find it. The actual narration is at about 49 minutes. It's at about 49 and a half minutes into the podcast. But I encourage you to listen to the whole thing, because they've got this really nice long interview with one of the main scientists who was involved in the Cassini project. And she's really cool interview. But yeah, so I will include the link to the podcast below. Or you could just, while you're doing this, go to starshipsofa.com, because that's where it is. It's episode 321, which I find amusing because it's 3, 2, 1, narrate. I thought that was whatever. Shut up. It's funny to me. I hit, apparently, over the weekend, 300 subscribers. Now, I've been hanging kind of close to that. I was at 396, and then I went up to 397 and 398. And then, I'm sorry, not 398. It was at 296 and 297 and then 298. And then it dropped down to, I lost a couple, and then it went up and then it down. And it's finally, last I checked, it was at 301. So I actually cleared the mark, and there I was at 300. So thank you, all of you. Thank you. Okay, Alec and crew at Cabby Road. No, I'm not talking about Cabby. She's not involved in this. I talked about Alec and crew at Abbey Road there. And the only other thing, wow, this went faster than I thought it was going to. I'm at 5 minutes and I'm down to my last talking point. too quick, I guess. Too quick on the draw or something. Not on the draw, but I'm just firing too fast. Maybe I've got a Gatling gun pistol. Can you imagine a Gatling pistol? I've seen those, I think. Little Nerf pistols. Anyway. Today, I won't say I got bitten by the bug. The coin mining bug. The cryptocurrency. The altcoin bug. I won't say I got bitten by it. I find it an interesting thing. And the reason I find it interesting is that, I can start this program when I'm going to sleep, and I can just let it run while I'm sleeping. And it'll just, mine for cryptocurrency. Just like some little possessed jack-in-the-box sitting off in the corner that's not freaking me out. It's great. It's wonderful. It's lovely. And I've chosen Dogecoin. Yes, Doge. I don't know why. I have no interest in the whole Doge meme phenomenon thing, but it's got a dog, for its logo. So whatever. So I started that about 4 p.m.-ish, I guess, or so. So in the last 8 hours, I've got almost 700 coins, I think. And I think, 700 confirmed coins. And then like 400. Sorry, the front door's open. Suddenly this draft came through. I was like, where's that breeze coming from? And unlike New England, it is not, psycho crazy cold outside. It's chilly, a little bit brisk, but I mean, I still consider it shorts and t-shirt weather. Anyway, so yeah, I've got like almost 700 confirmed coins and like 400 some odd unconfirmed coins. So, and that's just 8 hours of just letting the computer run. Okay, fine, whatever. And if Dogecoin ever takes off, oh man. I mean, eventually it'll convert into Bitcoin, which is kind of like the gold standard. If you want to know about what cryptocurrency stuff is like, go over to Geek Domo's channel and watch his coin mining tutorial. It's pretty cool, especially if you've got an AMD video card. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. They're just better for whatever reason. They're much better at coin mining than NVIDIA cards are. God, I don't know what's going on with my voice. Maybe I'll just have some tea. Maybe that will help. That was the other thing about Starship Sofa why I completely skipped why the 8th was so funny to me. Okay, so Starship Sofa posted the narration I did for them, and then they asked me to do another one. This one is called This Quiet Dust by Carl Bunker. And they asked me, when do you think you can have this done? And I looked at the story, and it's not really complicated. It will probably be easier to do than the Infiltrate was, because it doesn't communicate a great deal of difference in accents and whatnot. It sounds like everybody just talks in a normal, very much like my own accent, I guess. There's no indication that anybody has an English accent or a German accent. There's one guy with a German name, but there's nothing indicating that he has any kind of an accent. So I don't see any reason to force it if it's not written there. If it was important to the author, he would have specified. And the story is more about the place and what's going on. The Infiltrate was much more about, it was also about what was going on, but it was kind of an internalized, it was about his personality and how the ability to jump from one body to another, but not being able to control it and knowing that every time he does so, he kills someone. That kind of snap, just kind of broke him mentally, because it can't break him physically because it's a different body every time he wakes up. So the Infiltrate was more internalized, I guess. And because he is different people, he has to get used to different voices every time he, goes somewhere. Every time he jumps to a new body, which is also kind of interesting because if the person that was there before, their entire everything, their consciousness, their personality, everything is wiped clean and destroyed when he, infiltrates. Why does he still have the accent? I mean, like in the story, he wakes up in the body of like a 12-year-old Indian boy at the airport because they happen to fall asleep near each other. And he didn't mean to jump in, but it just happens. Every time he falls asleep, he jumps bodies into the nearest sleeping person. And so he wakes up in this kid. And when he's talking, it's the kid's accent. And that was one part that I found kind of interesting because it's like, why is the accent still there? There's something lingering, if only the body's memory of what the voice should be. Kind of cool. Anyway, so there's a lot more, a greater sense of voice because it applies to the psychological, who am I, kind of thing, to the infiltrate. But in This Quiet Dust, that level of voice doesn't seem as important. So it's, the story is about something else. So I told him, I said, yes, absolutely, I should be able to do this with no problem. I probably have it done for you by, and I'm looking at my calendar, I'm like, February 8th. And I just realized that that's the same day I've got my voiceover class. That just strikes me funny. But I'll have it done by then anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then in the middle of this month, well, not this month because we're still in January, but in the middle of February, I'm supposed to go to Houston and visit my dad and then come back from that. And at the end of February, move to the new house. Okay, that's 12 1/4 minutes. That's much closer to my usual length of Dear Dairy, and covered all my stuff. So I'm gonna go watch my. Oh crap! He already did it. He probably already walked across the thing. I'm gonna go and see if I can see him walking across the Abbey Road. All right. Talk to you guys later. Be careless.